Tessitore.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Wendy, for the warm welcome. And I am so honored and blessed to be here. And I'm going to try to hold it together because this has been an emotional day with all of the things going on for Summit and hosting a live event here at the hotel that I'm at. But I am sharing with you a specific topic that took my business from here to there. And that topic is how I fearlessly recruit and simplify the onboarding process. You see, I didn't become a coach for the income. I didn't become a coach to build a business. That wasn't why I started this. I didn't talk about the business I was building for 9 months. My lips were sealed. I didn't talk about it. I didn't even one-on-one invite to the coaching opportunity for 2 years. I was afraid of rejection. I was embarrassed to be a part of an MLM. I was the coach in the closet that didn't want to talk about this coaching thing that I was building at home with 3 kids because I didn't want to be judged by my peers. But most of all, I was afraid that people would misconstrue my heart to help others for making a sale. All of those self-limiting beliefs of why I didn't want to share about coaching was the exact reason why I wasn't finding my people. When I was able to face my fears head on, that is when I found my freedom, my growth in this business. The biggest roadblock I personally had to overcome to take it to the next level, to find my people and to build my business and to onboard new coaches was that I had to stop comparing myself to everyone else. Because every single YouTube video or training that I Googled was about coaches wanting to earn an income. And that was not my initial reason for starting. I had a really hard time sharing about coaching because I thought I had to present it in relationship to making an income. I still remember my first success partner. She was so great at posting income posts, okay? Insert the disclaimer, compliance, make sure that you do everything per compliance rules. And she made this income post and I thought, oh my goodness, she's getting all of this engagement. People are liking it. People are commenting. I'm gonna copy and paste that and do it myself. So I took her post, I put in my own verbiage and I posted it. The second that I posted that income post about building a business and making money, I felt uncomfortable. I felt icky. And I knew I was not being true and authentic to myself. So I deleted it and I removed it because it wasn't true to who I was. And it wasn't true to why I became a coach. The coaching opportunity isn't just about earning an income. It's about community. It's about personal accountability, purpose. It's about passion. And yes, of course, it's about building an incredible business that can bless your life. A business which has allowed me to be home with my 3 kids and not in the hospital as a nurse. But before I can share with you my tangible action steps of how I fearlessly recruit and onboard, I want to lay the foundation for you because everything about recruitment starts with you. Every single thing that you do with finding your people and finding those people that want to build this business with you, it starts with you. It starts with belief. I lost 10 diamonds and 3 star diamond coaches in 1 year and many more to count in other years. And I'm still here today because I believe in this business with all my heart, my soul, and my mind. My husband would probably tell you I would do it for free. That's how much I love it. I tell my coaches too that if they all quit on me today, I would still show up and do the work and find more people to help and serve because I believe in this mission, our mission of what we do as coaches so much. I believe that this business can help me make the vision for my life, my family's life, and everyone around me come to fruition. So how do you do that? How does recruiting your dream coaches start with you? Well, it starts with you, but you have to have unwavering belief. You have to have unwavering belief and commitment to find your people, which leads into you have to become rooted in your why for coaching. This is when I made that post, that income post, and it wasn't comfortable for me, and I took it down. I realized I had to do some digging. I had to do a lot of self-reflection of why I was here. I had to become rooted in why I said yes to coaching and why I was doing what I was doing and why I wanted to impact the lives of others and why I wanted to build a business that would bless my life. For me, it was for community. I joined this business because I needed friendship. I needed a sisterhood of women who supported me through my flaws, through my imperfections, through my anxiety, through everything that I was going through. I needed that. I needed joy in the morning. I needed accountability, and I needed a vehicle of hope, a vehicle to give hope to women that they could find their balance in getting healthy. So I encourage my coaches to do this. You can go back, Sandy, if you want, by the way. I encourage my coaches to make a list of all of the reasons why they became a coach. Sit down, write them all down. Maybe you have two reasons why you became a coach, or 3 or 4. Write them down, and how coaching has impacted your life. If you just signed up tomorrow, you have a reason why. Because when you begin to share your story, your brand, your mission, not the person to the left of you or to the right of you or your success partner or your uplines, when you share your story, your heart, your why, that is when you will connect with others on an emotional level, thus finding and attracting your people. Now that we have laid the foundation that recruitment starts with you and your belief in this business, I'm going to share with you a little bit of truth and love in the words of my sweet friend, Julie Borez. I'm going to talk to you as if you were my best friend, because I wish that someone would have told me this as a newer coach. If you want to build a long-term, income-producing, successful business, you have to recruit business building coaches. I can still remember Keyshawn Graves, my first corporate mentor, saying, "Diamonds build rank, star diamonds build bank." And she was 100% right. Diamond rank is very achievable as a newer coach. But if you want to build a solid business, a long-lasting income, you need coaches who have the same heart and hustle to make massive impact on the lives of others, and yes, who want to build a business with you. You can have all of the belief in the world, all of the confidence in who you are, but if you aren't willing to do the work to find the coaches, none of it will matter. Which leads to, you have to share the biz to grow the biz. I was listening to the National Wake Up Call probably 2 years into coaching, still, in my opinion, a newer coach. And I heard a coach say, that was the National Wake Up Call, said, you have to share the biz to grow the biz. And I had this light bulb moment. And I thought, I have 0 business builders, no one that really wants to work the business with me. And I was taking very little action to actually purposely recruit for the business. Hence why I wasn't inviting for my first 2 years. Yes, I believed in this business, but it takes more than belief. It takes purposeful actions focused on recruitment. Now, let me preface, because sometimes there's some chatter about this. Ads don't work for me. Ads do not bring people in for me. They do not fall into my lap. Yes, I have the swipe up feature, but I don't have that many that swipe up on mine. I still do the work 6.5 years later. I still personally do the work to invite, respond to messages, cultivate the relationship, follow up, do all of those things. I still do that to find my people. To become fearless in recruiting, I had to get out of my comfort zone very early as a new coach. I can still remember when I hosted my first coach info session by myself. It was absolutely awful. I tend to be a talker, so I went over an hour. I probably was like an hour and a half on my info sesh. The graphics were not good at all because that's not my strength. But guess what? They heard my passion. They heard my excitement. They saw my hands moving in the camera. They felt my heart. They knew that they needed what I had. And that one call took me from emerald to diamond. If I didn't get out of my comfort zone to share about the opportunity, that never would have happened. My business never would have went from here to there, even as a newer coach. So now let's dive in to all of my steps of how I recruit to the business. The best part, it's simple. All of these steps are super duper simple. And there's 7 specific things that I do. Now, the first 2 that I'm going to share with you are daily, and then the next one will be weekly, and then the last ones are all monthly. So I have them categorized for you. The first one is I invite 3 people a day to the business. Yes, only 3 people a day. And I remember it was at my first leadership, and my friend was with me, and she said, you know, that top 10 coach Ruth Strainer, she invites 100 people a month to the coach opportunity. And I was like, I was like, if Ruth can invite 100 people a month, I can invite 100 people a month. And from that leadership, I committed to inviting 3 people every single day to the coach opportunity. And I created this little graphic for myself, Share the Biz. And it was my goal at the end of every single month to have all of these boxes filled up with people that I invited to the coach opportunity. When I invited 100 people a month, that gives me about 3 to 5 new business builders a month. The second thing that I do every single day on the daily is I share on Instagram, Facebook stories about the business I am building. There's so many different ways that you can share, but what I love so much about Instagram stories is that you are speaking to your audience. You are having reality TV for all of your followers. You are serving them. You're showing them the behind the scenes of your life, of what you do, how I build this business with 3 kids, how I build this business with my crazy schedule and all of the things that I'm doing. So share about the business every single day. Some examples of what you can do. A day in the life of coaching. This is a little boomerang of me kicking off my day in the life of coaching. And I just finished my workout and I was like, today, these are the tasks that we're going to do. And I go over all of the tasks that I'm going to do, both in my personal life and my coach life, so they can see how I weave in being a mama and also being a business owner. And you can share literally every aspect. I share how I'm inviting, how I'm talking to people, checking into my challenge group. So you're letting them experience what you're doing every single day. The second way that you can share on your Facebook stories, Instagram stories, is talk about who you're looking for. This is everything, because again, we're talking about recruitment. Talk about the people you're looking for. I love what John Maxwell says. He says, you have to cast your vision, cast your dream, and let the people find you. Not find the people, then cast your dream. You want to talk about those people you're looking for on your Instagram stories. I'm looking for hardworking, passionate women. I'm looking for mamas. I'm looking for nurses. I'm looking for maybe teachers. Who are you? That's who you want to be looking for. And you want to be casting that vision when you talk on social media. You can reshare posts that you make about coaching, and you can invite to coach info sessions. Now let's move into the weekly things that I do above and beyond the daily, which is every single week, I make a static post about the business. I post probably for now 6.5 years, every single Thursday. Rain or shine, I post about coaching. It allows me to stay consistent with talking about the business as a static post on my Instagram and my Facebook, because I do both platforms. You can talk about ways that this business has blessed your life. Again, if you talk anything about income, please use the disclaimer per compliance, but talk about the ways coaching has blessed your life. Remember, go back to why you're here, become rooted. Remember those reasons? That's what you share about so you can connect with your people. Address a coaching objection. This is an objection that I made about personal trainers and fitness instructors. It was a very quick reel, and I shared it on my feed as a static post, and I had so many people reach out to me because I addressed the objection publicly about why this will work for personal trainers and fitness instructors. And then, of course, recognize as one of our vital behaviors. You can make a post and recognize one of your coaches for doing something incredible in their business, or even recognize a client. Now let's move on to the monthly tasks that I do for recruitment. The first one that I do, this is number 4, is I share about coaching in my challenge group. So every single month, towards the end of the month of my challenge group, I share that I'm hosting a coach info session. And I publicly put it into my group. I just share over the event on Facebook, right into my challenge group, or I share it into my bot group, wherever I'm hosting it. And I just put it out there. And this allows my challengers to have the opportunity to come learn about coaching. The 5th action that I do is I host coach info sessions every single month. Now, I host them monthly, but if I'm pushing for a big goal, I will do them bi-weekly or sometimes even weekly. So I would do this based off of your goals in your business. And it's sometimes nice to switch it up where you can do one on Facebook, you can do one on Zoom, you can do one on Instagram. There's so many ways that you can host a coach info sesh, but you want to do them consistently. And make sure that when you speak on your coach info session that you are aware of what you say, and just know that everything that we do can go public. So just be sure that you are honoring our compliance rules and what you share in those info sessions. And then monthly, again, I will reach out to my challengers. So I have that coach info session every single month at the end of the month. And then I take a second and I sit back and I reflect and I look at my bot group, I look at my challenge groups and I say, Who was the best challenger in that group? Who was checking in every single day? Who was sharing their sweaty selfie? A really great way to check is if you go into your bot group, you can see who has logged their Shakeology, their workouts. Whoever has logged the most, I'll go one-on-one message them and be like, girlfriend, you have checked in 40 times with your workout. Have you ever thought about coaching? You would be amazing. Can you come listen to my coach info session? You have to think about when you get invited to a party. If you get an invite in the mail, you're like, oh, maybe they won't know that I did an RSVP. But when they call you and they say, hey girl, I have this thing. You'd be pretty amazing at it. Would you come? I'm going to say yes because they personally took the time. So it's really important that you become brave and you become bold in connecting with your challengers about sharing the coach opportunity. And the last thing that I do for recruitment, and this is hands down my most favorite thing in the entire world, is hosting a local event. Hence why I'm in a hotel right now with 372 coaches, because it is my heart. It is the heart of our business. We are in a people-centered business and we need community. We also need human connection in real life, real time, where we can hug people. And these local events are incredible. Every single month I host one of these, and whether it's a workout, whether I'm sharing a workout from Beachbody, whether I am just walking, we do a stroller walk. We just get together. We love on one another. I even have little black dress themed coach info sessions where everyone comes together in little black dresses and we talk about coaching. It's just like a fun coach mingle. So there are so many ways that you can talk and share about recruitment, but these 7 steps that I've given you have been the game changer in my business. But most importantly, be consistent with it. There's a 3-month delay in this business. So I encourage you to take the 7 and implement. Now, my final step is keep onboarding simple. I once heard that your coaches will do half of what you do. So I raised the floor in my business. If I wanted my coaches to earn Success Club 10, I earned SC20. If I wanted my coaches to become Diamond, then I made sure to rank advance my own business. You are the pace car for your team. So the best way to onboard new coaches is to lead by example and show them what to do. Lead the way for them. My 3 ways of onboarding new coaches is this. Number 1 is I host a monthly new coach mentorship call every single month. It is the first Monday of every month, rain or shine, I am there. And I talk specifically about these topics on my new coach checklist. So we talk about picking a program and a start date and begin sharing their journey immediately. We talk about their new coach post and how they need to be posting on social media every single day. Specifically, they need to make their coach post within that first week. And then I help them craft an invite so that they can invite all of the people that liked and commented on that new coach post. I have them write down their affirmations. You've heard a lot about vision. Affirmations, your hopes, your dreams. I have a piece of paper that I give my new coaches and I say, write everything down. I want you to write it, read it, and say it out loud so that it takes root in your heart so that you want to take action. You have an emotional connection to that. They make a list of 100 people that follow them, support them, family, friends, people that would maybe be interested in our incredible total solution in our community that we have. And I help them, again, craft a message to invite them. They complete the color wheel. If you don't know what the color wheel is, Ashley Smith created it. It's amazing. It's in the Beachbody Champions page. And it helps me to help my coaches understand their niche market and how they should be posting on social media. We talk about Success Club. We review their first big promotion, which is Diamond. And then I encourage them to always reach out to their upline coach if they have questions. And the last 2 things that I do for onboarding new coaches is after my new coach mentorship call, I put all of my new coaches in a Facebook message thread for daily support to create that community. And so I can stay in front of them with their tasks and helping them. And then I offer bi-weekly or weekly new coach Q&As on Zoom. This allows me to talk about the Coach Online Office, talk about the success tracker and share cart and all of those things that they need to be doing to move their business forward. So in closing, remember those 10 diamonds that I told you about that quit? It's because they weren't willing to recruit coaches. When the going got tough, they lost their why for coaching. They weren't rooted in why they were here. And they weren't willing to take action with those 7 steps that I implement. And they weren't willing to find the people that wanted to work this business with them. Recruiting to this business, you guys, it doesn't take a lot of talent. It doesn't require a lot of time. I built this business with 3 babies, but it does require one thing. It requires you, all of us, to become fearless and consistent with connecting, inviting, and following up with people that need this in their life. When you become fearless in sharing about how this business has blessed your life and taking purposeful action centered around recruitment with my 7 ways and the onboarding process, that is when you will begin to build a thriving team in business.